Take a look, folks. So we come on a little late here for you tonight. It's 11:20, and we've got our cameras pointing directly south down I-65. You see the Jewish Hospital complex there off to your left here in downtown Louisville. Look at the lightning flashes. We've got some storms down in Bullitt County we're keeping an eye on. We are waiting for rain. Some of it could be heavy at times, and we may end up hearing a little bit more thunder, as you can see it directly south of downtown Louisville. Those are the storms right there. We're seeing those lightning flashes tonight here on the night team. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. Meteorologist Christina San Juan has been following this system all day and is pinpointing where it's going to be moving tonight. Christine, is it heading our way or away from Louisville?
It is to the south of Louisville, but we are going to have another chance to see some showers and thunderstorms as we head into the next couple of hours. This is just ahead of that main line. And in fact, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning as the storm pushes into Nelson County right now, directly over top of Boston. You already know that if you're anywhere around that area, because you're certainly seeing that sky light up. So much electricity in these storms. So as we put a track on it, it's pretty much right over top of you right now around Hunters and in Bellwood, but we'll continue pushing on off to the east. We'll be in the Bardstown neighborhood here at about 11:35, and then Greenbrier shortly thereafter. Now, there is a severe thunderstorm warning on it simply because of all the wind that it's bringing. Wind about 60 miles per hour, and of course, very heavy rain with it. Now, as we look further on to the north, right around off to the east of downtown Louisville, we have Fisherville and Simpsonville. Not a whole lot of lightning in that storm, but it is bringing quite a bit of water, and you're getting a decent drink of water off to the east of Shelbyville as well. But as we take a look at the wider view here, look off to our west, and that's what we're going to be seeing as we head into the next several hours. Going to be a very noisy night, especially off to the south of the city. Now, as we take you along on Futurecast here, you can see that we'll have a little bit of a lull in activity, but don't let that fool you, because we'll continue to see those storms push in until about 5 o'clock in the morning. But then we're going to feel really nice the next couple of days. I'll tell you about it here in just a bit. Doug.
We'll be back to you in a moment. Thank you, Christina. Happening tonight, the beginning of the end for the troubled Dosker Manor housing complex right near downtown. Louisville Metro Housing Authority has come up with a solution to relocate people. It also includes vouchers for affordable housing developers. WHAS11 night team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie explained the plan and the voucher system.
It's terrible. They got anybody and everybody in here.
Carol Bush has been living at Dosker Manor for the last 21 years.
I have black mold all in my apartment. My ceilings in the bathrooms. One winter I killed 31 mice. That's ridiculous.
Louisville Metro Housing Authority announced it would soon be releasing 997 project-based vouchers to affordable housing developers to help Dosker Manor residents and others living in LMHA properties. A voluntary relocation process will also start as early as this Friday for those living in Dosker Manor Building A. It's part of the Housing Authority's push towards demolition. Bush is all for this move.
You better believe it. Does that mean they're still going to help us pack up and move us out or not? That's my only concern.
The project-based vouchers help increase the supply of affordable housing and provides more relocation options for Dosker Manor residents. But these vouchers are strictly for the developments.
So it goes with the unit. And so the person moving into the unit is someone eligible for the Section 8 program, just like it works everywhere else.
It pays the rent for the resident. So if there is no resident in a unit, Metro Housing will not pay anything towards it. Residents moving out of Dosker Manor will have the option to move to other Metro Housing properties.
Because I took one look at Dosker Manor and said, absolutely not. We're not keeping people in here. We're getting people into better situations.
Everyone moving out will pay no more in rent than they do right now.
Well, it's not clear when demolition will happen, but it is still part of LMHA's plan.
I finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Bush says she's looking forward to a new start soon. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 night team on your side.
And the project-based vouchers are for developments across Jefferson County. Some of them are existing projects and new construction. Louisville Metro Police Department new tonight has reassigned a veteran major amid a gender discrimination investigation. Department spokesperson says Major David Allen, the training division commander, has been temporarily reassigned pending the completion of the investigation. This comes just 2 weeks after two other LMPD majors and a lieutenant were placed on leave over harassment allegations. Those investigations are still ongoing. A federal judge has now dismissed a request for a temporary restraining order against the new JCPS transportation plan, but the attorney behind the request says he plans to refile it. Attorney Teddy Gordon filed the order on behalf of JCPS parents, asking the judge to stop the busing plan as it is right now. Of course, school starts on August 8th. Gordon claims cutting transportation for most magnet and traditional schools was discriminatory, making it difficult for black students to go to the best schools. Today, Judge Rebecca Grady Jennings, the federal judge, denied the motion as is and gave Gordon until Monday to provide supplemental evidence. Gordon told us tonight it was a minor error that they'll be correcting before refiling. That Bellarmine University instructor placed on leave for making light of the former president's assassination attempt is no longer an employee at the school tonight. Bellarmine placed John James on immediate unpaid leave for a, quote, offensive and unacceptable social media post. A university spokesperson at Bellarmine confirms tonight that he's no longer an employee. All new on the night team, county clerks from across Kentucky are sharing their frustrations about the state's new title and registration service. Jefferson County Clerk Bobby Holzclaw and others testified in Frankfort today about the issues they're having with the program known as WHAS. Holzclaw told lawmakers that the backlog in registrations is hitting car dealerships especially hard, saying one dealer told her they were going to have to move to Indiana. She closed 2 Louisville offices last week to focus solely on getting dealer paperwork finished.
I want it to work. I pray that it can work, but so far, in my opinion, it's been a disaster. I look at the customers that are in these branches every day. They're sitting and waiting and waiting.
State transportation officials say the program is improving and they hope by next month rebuilt titles can be processed within a week. Metro government hopes to streamline and speed up road projects in Louisville with the creation of the city's very first Metro Department of Transportation. The department will oversee planning, design, construction, and management of our city's roads and transportation services. That includes projects using state or federal funding. The Metro Department of Transportation will be within Public Works. It's expected to launch in January of 2025. New tonight, the move to create a big new city within eastern Jefferson County appears to be gaining more momentum tonight. You know, we've been following the efforts for months of Eastwood residents to incorporate within Jefferson County. It would be a separate government from Metro Louisville. If approved, this would be the city of Eastwood. Look at it on your map to the far right there in yellow. It would be one of the largest cities in the county, right behind Jeffersontown. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Addie Hill covered the community meeting tonight. Alexandra?
Thanks, Doug. A city within a city. The Eastwood neighborhood is petitioning to form their own. This would allow the community to redirect some taxpayer dollars to go exclusively to Eastwood services, but there will be an extra cost.
Neighbors came with questions. What does it mean to become our own city?
So what you're going by is the amount of people that live in Eastwood is how you came up with your price.
Eastwood is in eastern Jefferson County and home to 15,000 people. They want to transition into what's called a home rule city, and residents fired off a list of pros.
Police service, planning and zoning authority.
Zoning authority for me is number one.
This means they have more say over budding developments and can create their own police force, separate from Metro Louisville. If Eastwood were to incorporate, it would be the first in 2 decades in Jefferson County. Small city incorporation stopped after the merger in 2003, but Kentucky Republicans saw it differently, passing a new law giving neighborhoods with over 6,000 residents a chance to break off. It comes with a price.
Initially, people think, oh, it's just another tax. Well, you have to take a step back and ask yourself what you're getting today for your tax money. And what are you going to get if you pay a little bit more?
For the petition to pass, the committee chair says about 7,500 people, nearly half the Eastwood population, has to approve it. The petition has already started rolling out to homeowners and with no official deadline. But the committee is hoping that signatures enter the verification process by Metro Council come November.
Mayor Craig Greenberg's office is against the move. In a statement, they say, quote, "Our administration is committed to uniting Louisville as one city. Further dividing the city will only create more overlap, more confusion, and more taxes for Eastwood residents. This will also make it more difficult for Metro government to deliver much needed services to every part of Louisville." In the studio, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11, night team on your side.
Alexandra, thank you. Donald Trump's former opponents are now speaking in support of the former president at the Republican National Convention.
I haven't always agreed with President Trump, but we agree more often than we disagree. We agree on keeping America strong. We agree on keeping America safe.
Nikki Haley there, who ran against Donald Trump at the primary, spoke in Milwaukee for the second night of the RNC. Donald Trump was there watching again tonight. He is scheduled to speak on Thursday. Meantime, President Joe Biden returning to the campaign trail, addressing the NAACP convention in Las Vegas.
Of course, here's what he thinks of black jobs. I love his phrase, black jobs. It tells a lot about the man and about his character. Folks, I know what a black job is. It's the Vice President of the United States.
The president said while we must lower the temperature in our politics, it doesn't mean he'll, quote, stop telling the truth about his rival.